Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Against the Storm here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. So in the previous episode we were able to establish Ruella, and now the goal here is to try and build out even further in order to reach one of these question marks. And it seems like if I would set up the next settlement over here, the potential is that we would uncover two of them. Unfortunately, we are not in the range of either one of them, so it is what it is. We are gonna therefore proceed in this general location. It seems like we have multiple species to choose from, and I have been reading some of the notes on the Steam page for this game. It seems like the developers were like taking votes for the next species out of like 3 species, and there were like bats and all sorts of other things. But honestly, with the current situation, I would be totally happy if they would remove the harpies. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. I'm gonna go with the humans and the beavers. That is the good old classic. It works out. If I would have lizards, I would be absolutely ecstatic. The benefit here is that beavers and humans do share quite a lot of things in common, like for example biscuits and so on and such. So there are things which they can provide for one another, which will allow them to coexist quite well. Now we're going to be dealing with the location where we get food stockpiles, which is currently the biggest bottleneck with which I'm faced. And it seems like there's gonna be grain potential, so farming might be possibility. Wood, copper ore, pigment, and plant fiber can be obtained from the trees. Reed, stone, berries, roots, eggs, herbs, all sorts of cool stuff can be found in here. So we're definitely gonna have some fun with that. So let's take a look at what provisions we're gonna be taking. I'm thinking we're gonna take some meat just because we don't have any, and it's additional source of food for us, so why the heck not? Then the next thing which I would probably go for is wood. I just like to have the additional source at the start. It helps build out and mess around with things. You said that you have stone for us, so I'm gonna take probably clay with us just so that we have this, and we cannot really take veggies, so we already would have eggs, so this would just add in. Let's go with the roots. Roots can be used as a source of food as well. This is gonna give us some decent start for the embarkation, and let's see how this is gonna turn out. So modifiers, hunger storm. Okay. Wow, this time we have the warehouse quite close, and we thankfully see what type of glades we are surrounded with. So a majority of them are the dangerous glades. So it seems like we're gonna have to make our way towards this side. Okay. Now, I honestly have still not completely figured out the mechanic with the rain catchers and how the pipelines are right now working. If anyone has seen one of the previous episodes and you feel like I have misled you in some sort of way due to the thumbnail, I do apologize. It wasn't my intention. It's just really hard to think of thumbnails for these videos when you make so many episodes for this as the time goes by, so I do apologize if anyone was misled. It wasn't my intention. I'm just trying to come up with thumbnails, and I just saw a picture, liked it, wanted to use it, and that's what happened. So that's the story. Okay, so we're gonna set up the housing over here for now. And it seems like there's a stone deposit, there's berries. These would be best harvested by harpies. Then there is a stormbird nest. Trapper camp is best for the lizards. Well, this can go either way. Either we're gonna get harpies and I'm gonna be complaining about them throughout the whole mission, or we're gonna get lizards and I will be one happy camper. Problem is, how in the world am I gonna put down this woodcutting camp so that it will have the most effectiveness? The thing is, we need to cut towards the glades. There's quite a lot of trees to chop. Really did get quite the weird seed, honestly. It's almost like if the game is trying to tell me, hey, dumbass, cut your way towards the dangerous glades first. But yeah, don't do that. Okay, one thing which I want to put down is not the rain catcher. I want to put down the... Where is it? Where is it? Trading post. That is our priority here. So let's set it down over here. First, we're gonna deal with the housing. Now let's take a look. So Safe Haven, minus 42 hostility for every hub upgraded to level neighborhood or higher. Stonewalker, your villagers learn how to travel the wilderness from the very best. Royal Stonewalker, all trade routes are faster. Gain 1 insect every time woodcutters cut down 2 trees. Wow, this is actually quite good. I'm gonna go with the insect. Just because I don't see anything that would be able to provide me with insect, and we're gonna be chopping down a lot of damn trees. So all of our beavers are gonna be the woodcutters. I'm gonna keep a beaver at the center there for now. So let's take a look. What do we have? Okay, so herbalist camp. We can go through herbs, berries, mushrooms. Hold on. That would give us basically the upgraded small herbalist camp. Okay. Herb garden can use farm fields to produce roots and herbs. Potential there. Ranch can produce meat, leather, and eggs. Best operated by lizards. Smelter honestly can use raw copper and wood in order to make copper bars. Copper bars can then be used into pipes, and we can use flour and herbs in biscuits. Asker, let's go with that. A carpenter, planks, simple tools, and pack of luxury goods. Now here, wood and copper bars would allow me to produce simple tools, so what the hell? And the kiln is great for coal, bricks, and jerky. Trapper camp can, however, increase our productivity when it comes to gathering meat, insect, and eggs. Problem is, if we don't get the lizards, the trapper's camp is never as proficient as I would like it to be. I think I'll go with the kiln for now, just because we're gonna need to make jerky for at least humans, if I recall correctly. So biscuits are shared. What else is shared? The clothing demand. Yep, there's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's see what orders do we have to fulfill. We need to get to 3 glades, or a simple path will need to be constructed. I think I'll go with the glades just because workers assigned to glade events can carry more items is a buff. Then we're gonna have the objective to have a trading post and get 5 amber, or we can get the wood. I honestly want to go with this one because the basket of biscuits is gonna beef up both of the results, and we're gonna get some simple tools out of it. So then what we need is 3 human houses and 3 beaver houses, or 15 copper ore. We get 6 simple tools out of it, and we increase our copper production and get some coal, or we can buff up our... Okay, here we actually would get more villagers. I'm looking at the simple tools. Take a look at the storage. We have absolutely 0 copper whatsoever right now, correct? Correct. Okay, this will require 2 separate structures. We're gonna be refunded the resources this time. But if I'll go with the added villagers, the problem is I don't really have the control over what population is it going to be. So when you complete this, if I before that would not have the next wave accessible, the issue is that suddenly I can get either lizard or harpy without any control over it. This will require plenty of resources. What do the human houses need? Planks and bricks, and that's just okay. We're gonna employ you. And I honestly want to get that stone as well out of here. So we can employ at least one more human in here. We're already getting the copper. So we're gonna be building up the reserve, so I think I'll go with the 15 copper. Because we get copper out of chopping down the trees. So that's something I can get behind. It's doable, it's achievable within our first initial tasks. Let's put down one human over here to get the stone. Seems like sea marrow, clay, and stone is all possible to be obtained here. It looks like stone and roots are going to be on the menu, so that's great. We're getting some meat out of this as well, which I'm super happy for. Now, the first traveling merchant is going to be crucial, as if we are going to be able to make 5 amber, which I highly doubt, it would help us out. But it seems like the copper is slowly being accumulated, so it's just going to be a question of time. Hub is being supplied, so we will not have an issue with that. If I would be able to build up some reserve of wood, that's usually a tradable commodity, unless we get a merchant who specifically does not request that as a potential resource. The problem is, however, for wood you don't get as much amber, so we're gonna have to spice up the pot somehow. Now, one possible way of how I can do that is by making the makeshift post. The problem is I don't have the population right now to do that. And I would require a workshop in order to start making the fabric into clothes. That's one thing which I can do for both of the species. Problem is, biscuits take a whole lot longer because you need flour, then you need to mill it, and then you are able to only turn it into the biscuits themselves. So right now we're gonna have to wait out this storm. I'm not really collecting any of the rainwater right now. I'm fully aware of it. The resolve is gonna go down because we're not providing anything besides basic housing for our population. And after the storm, we're gonna get our first merchant in. And the idea here is that once we like clear out certain portion of this, we're gonna move out the woodcutters, and I'm gonna try to cut down all of this in order to get to these first 2 glades. I don't really want to be cutting into a dangerous glade straight out of the start because we don't really know what we're gonna be dealing with. But hopefully it's gonna work out. We have 2 minutes until next set of things gets here. Oh man, I would really like to have lizards. The lizards would make harvesting of the meat products much easier, and the fact that they share the demand for jerky is also great. Okay, so berries, coats, and okay, I'm actually super ecstatic because we have our 3 musketeers back. So I'm gonna go with this, and this is gonna give us the coats. Unfortunately, that's gonna have a slight yo-yo effect because once those coats have been used up, and unfortunately things are not gonna improve too much. But okay, we're gonna put down lizard over here in order to harvest this, and therefore we can put one more guy to help out with the gathering of the stone. Nobody is currently homeless, which is awesome. And we're gonna have to take a look at the trader. So our goal here is to make 5 amber. That's our objective. We're getting X, so theoretically we can sell the full stack of X. And that's our first objective. Okay, gain a stack of wealth effect, +1 global resolve each time you sell goods worth 40 amber. The constant flow of goods keeps villagers distracted. Boost global resolve by 3 for every 60 seconds every time you finish a trade route. Relative to your villagers, send gifts. I think I'll go with the Prosperous Gizmo. We're gonna go for this. This is gonna give us our box of supplies and also the biscuits. That's gonna help boost our happiness. I would kill for the small farm. If we would have this, that would be awesome. The problem is, what in the world am I gonna sell in order to get my hands on it? We have only 3 amber. I would need to make 11. I need to hold on to the copper ore due to the other commission. This is worth 15. But we have seen what is the actual margin on this guy. Okay, so let's try to go down with the clay. Okay. I'm gonna have to put in 1 more piece of meat. And now we can afford the small farm. So if we come across a wheat field, we can set up the production. Okay, butcher, skewer, jerky, oil. Can produce copper, brick, and pie. Pie is shared amongst 2 species. Pickled goods. Pickled goods are only... actually, that's for both our beavers and our lizards. What exactly do we need for pickled goodies? I would have to establish production of barrels or water skins. Leather worker. Can produce from leather and oil water skins from this fabric and luxury goods. I'll re-rotate. Hopefully I won't regret it. Clothier for coats, water skins, and scrolls. Okay. We're definitely gonna need this for the clothes. So let's get that. And I'm gonna have to set it up. So let's set it up over here. I really will require a freaking carpenter too, but unfortunately I will have to start off with the crude workstation. So this can be our priority. If we have any cloth, it will be able to be turned, or fabrics, or it will be able to be turned into coats. And over here we need to prioritize fabrics. We can switch down the production of pipes. We can make bricks. And right now we cannot make really fabric, unfortunately. So what is gonna be the next set of orders? Highly concentrated green drizzle used to power rain engines in food-oriented buildings. Have 20 wine and 15 pottery. I think I'll have to go with the drizzle water. Which means a rain catcher is gonna be essentially required for this. You are not giving me easy tasks to fulfill, huh? A lizard's home, okay, and skewers will need to be fulfilled. I think I'll go with this one. I'm not really thrilled about it, but I don't have that much of a choice. For a lizard's home, we need fabric and bricks. we're able to make both in here. But we'll have to establish a better production of fabric in order for that to be achieved. We're gonna move you guys more in here. And I'm gonna start trimming what I want you to cut. So first, cut your way towards the 2 glades. It's gonna help us out. Now, we are in a pickle because this building is now incapable of producing resources, so we will have to switch the production. So we're gonna set up a herbalist camp, so we get some different sorts of food in here in the meantime. They really need to cut in there in order for us to come across different resources. It seems like this one stone deposit is the last one. So once we extract that, we're out of everything. We're gonna have to uncover some wheat field in order for us to set up the small farm. I'm gonna get so pissed if we don't come across any of that. There should be potential for it. I don't honestly recall when or which biome has the best potential for what, because there's a lot of biomes, and whenever I usually record these videos, there's like some time in between each episode, and so I just don't keep that in my head. It's not really necessary for me, so I just go with it and see what challenges come out of each time we play the game. You are trying to make what here? Theoretically, we can actually make this. And we will be able to make scrolls. Scrolls are used for education. Nobody is homeless. We're gonna need beavers for the rain catchers. Not that I'm really thrilled about it, but we have one unemployed beaver somewhere. Quite sure of it. Or we can switch him for someone else to be employed at said building. So that the beaver can work here. We don't have harpies, so the best thing to employ there is the beaver. So we're gonna start gathering some stormwater. We need to upgrade the versions of the structures in order for us to be able to utilize them and have the potential for the pipe to be constructed. So we have survived another tough season. So let's see, who do we get? I think I'll go with the trio over here just because it gives us some slight buffs and some inventory, which will help with the result. Okay, comfort is nice. Other summary. I really need to start providing some. A kiln would be able to produce jerky. The problem is our meat production is non-existent. So unless we come across something which would help us change that, we're looking at a really tricky situation. Drizzle water is slowly being accumulated, so we will be actually able to fill this in. With the 2 beavers inside of the structure, hopefully we're going to be able to fulfill this water delivery demand, which will give us the next blueprint. Okay, let's take a look. Order. Woodcutter is a lot easier. Woodcutter camps produce quicker. Yes. We want that because they are able to chop through all of this foliage much faster. We have, unfortunately, unemployed people, and I see some homelessness amongst the population, too. The thing is, if I start building the lizard homes, this is gonna start getting us towards one of these goals or objectives. Chances are maybe the beaver will have skewers, or maybe not. Even that's a possibility. Gain 2 crystallized dew for every 10 berries produced. Wow, that's awesome. Because right now, we're actually producing berries. So by the time we would get done, we'll be actually able to use that crystallized dew then for further trading or something else. So this is quite nice. Reputation is higher. The book Renowned Stonewalker lowers hostility. Damn. Trying to think here, but honestly I'm just thinking I'll sell the fudge out of the wood. Try to get it to 10 amber. So that gets us somewhere. I really cannot sell you too many more things. We're just not there yet. We need to cut our way to these glades. Unfortunately, the initial start of the map has been quite unfortunate, as we are absolutely surrounded by dangerous glades, and I don't feel that comfortable cutting into them as of now. So we have this fulfilled. Let's take a look at the blueprints. So right now it's archaeological discovery. We would be able to keep quite a lot if we salvage it. If we salvage it, we actually get a box of simple tools, believe it or not. There's copper vein, a sea marrow, a reed field. If we clear all of this out, which is easier said than done. Problem is the archaeological discovery. And the fact that I don't know if we have the clearance water. We're actually gathering that right now, so this is gonna take a while. The bigger problem are gonna be the planks, I'm afraid. How many do we have? 16. Okay, so that's actually doable. I think I'll salvage this one. So let's put the guys to work here. This gives us also the metal. And now we have to choose the next set of orders. Beaver resolve at 22. We are at 19. Back of provisions is easier set up, and the reward are actually biscuits. So I'll go for this. And then we have value of goods sold. Sell at least 45 amber to trader or trade routes. Traders arrive faster, we get more villagers, simple tools. Let's go for it. Okay, we have the potential to make 2 things here. Trapper camp would be beneficial. So let's go for that because we have lizards. And butcher is able to make skewers, jerky, and oil. Buy coal incense. I think I'll go with the butcher. Because this is one centralized building for skewers and the jerky. Jerky will benefit lizards and humans. Skewers is one of the objectives which we need to fulfill as is. So let's do that. And I will try to set up that shop somewhere. Now we're gonna require the damn reed in order to actually be capable of turning things into fabric. Question is, you know, this is unfortunately not gonna let me do this, so that sucks. was hoping I would be able to rotate the resources or ingredients. Doesn't seem to be the case. Come on, fellas. We don't have that much season left. Please accumulate enough of this liquid so that we can clear this out. 29, 34. I believe in you, fellas. It would be the most awkward thing if the season is over and we're gonna get stuck at 39 out of 40. I would be really unhappy with that. Okay. Great stuff. Farmable land. A wheat field, dewberry bush, copper vein, and some other nonsense. Copper vein. Awesome. So we're gonna start our small farm in here. I'll just have to clear out all of this trash in order to make it more feasible. And we're gonna have to get a small forager camp up and running in order to start our harvest first. Rain mill is something which we don't have, so I'm looking at a structure that would theoretically allow me to actually produce flour. Unfortunately, these buildings won't do that. And we're gonna eventually need more beavers chopping down trees. I'm gonna try to cut my way towards the first dangerous glade. I'm hoping for some big rewards. How many people do we have unemployed? We have... seems like absolutely nobody. So once this has been cleared out, we're gonna get some workers, which is absolutely essential. Because currently no construction is being run, as our 3 dudes are still trying to clear out the archaeological dig. Okay, I'm gonna go with the letter. And we're gonna seriously have to start doing something in order to buff up our production of supplies for the population, or things are gonna start going bad. I want to get the reed ASAP, because that way we can start making fabric for the clothes, which is gonna buff both the humans and the beavers. I want to make sure that we don't have a lizard working in some of these buildings. Let's rotate you. Put a lizard in here. And the skewers can be priority, but so can be jerky production if we get all that we need. We can rotate this. Mushrooms too, if we get them. Humans for gathering of this. Okay, so which glade do we want to cut towards? Or if I want to actually clear out more stuff. The problem is, through the thick foliage, I don't see if there's more wheat that can be harvested freely. Seems like we're gonna have to set up shop with the small farm as is. For that, I'm gonna require humans. Unfortunately, I don't have free humans to spare. We can put down some beaver homes. That would resolve the housing situation for beavers. But I would still need a lizard home. The question is if that's gonna leave something for the humans, because I will still leave one human homeless. Unless we get that brick. Okay, let's cut through this. We have already started to work on this side. There's theoretically berries over there, so put this workshop over here. Berries are best harvested by harpies, but thankfully we don't have them this mission. Actually, so glad that we have humans and beavers and lizards. Some woodworkers just can't stop working, gain 3 barrels for every 10 planks produced. Yes. The problem is we're, of course, working on the planks right now through here, which is not the most efficient way to do this. So if I'll be able to set up the carpenter's workshop and employ the beavers there, it will be much, much better. If I'll be able to set up the 4th one over here, that will allow us to upgrade the ancient heart to the 2nd stage. And we have a human merchant in here this time. Trying to take a look at his wares. We can honestly take some fabric, and mushrooms would be great for those skewers. And in return, what can I give you? God darn it. Roots.
Yes.
Really don't have that many things which I would like. Forger's camp, herbalist camp, clay production. Really haven't seen clay deposits. That's a problem. Villagers move 10% quicker. Forger's camp. The thing is that if we get these buildings, they're upgraded versions, and that means that they can potentially utilize maybe even the rainwater. Maybe. Okay, what is this? Welcome new people. Welcome new villagers from camps found in glades. Interesting. 24 in farm field and pack of crops. Ooh, damn. This is a tricky one. I definitely know that what we have uncovered here is not sufficient to count for the farm fields that they are asking for. But it's getting us closer to our objective. I think I'll go with this one. And over here, have 10 simple tools and 10 pack of building materials. Okay, let's go with that one. I'm gonna have to set up the stupid makeshift post if I like it or not. And I don't like it right now. I feel like I don't have really that much of a choice. We have 1 homeless human. We have 1 worker beaver who's responsible for the construction. Okay, we have the additional farmable tiles. We have explored the glades, so we are able to now carry 5 more items when we work glade events. There is a large herb node. There is a large field. So we have field the size 17 times 17, or okay, 17 tiles, fertile soil, medium, abandoned cache, ancient shrine. The ancient shrine is gonna be the biggest pickle, because disturbing the ruins of the great civilization can have great consequences. Kills 5 random villagers just for dealing with this. Prosperous archaeology. The people are invigorated by every discovered cache, gain a stack of wealth effect plus global resolve for every cache opened. Copper bars and 3 ancient tablets or reputation, and this. Of course, we would have to switch to the simple tools, which would still keep us in the green when it comes to fulfilling the simple tool commission or order. And once we clear out all of this, we can then relocate over here for the wild growing wheat. Problem is we're gonna require a mill. A mill in order to actually turn this into something else. A plantation is actually quite viable idea. So I'll go for it, because if we don't have a steady supply of reed or something like this, or herbs or whatever, the issue is that we will not be capable of producing fabric, and then we won't be able to produce the clothes. Unfortunately, I don't have any wares for you that I can offer. And even if I would want to theoretically buy the simple tools... Hold on. How many for this? 10. So I would need the full stack, which he has. That's worth 23 amber to him. This is worth 18. That's all my money. If we crack open this sucker, we get 6 of trade goods, resin production, and reed. Or we get this. I think I'll go with this one. Because this way we have a surplus of the simple tools. Next merchant is gonna be a lizard. Okay. We'll do this in order to get more Queen's Grace, and the amber pouch is gonna be helpful too. And hopefully if we set up carpenter, we'll be able to disengage the production over here. I'll be able to switch maybe one of these guys off, or turn off the planks production, because they're gonna be able to run it from here. So planks. And planks are now disengaged. We're gonna remove one person. And basically now you're gonna be able to make simple tools for me. And we can make scrolls into pack of luxury goods, and they are gonna be able to be sold for a decent hefty profit. A large field. We need more workers. Value goods sold 29 out of 45. This is the butcher shop. Okay, biscuit diet. A farmer favorite food. Farmers have 75% chance of producing double yields when under the effect of biscuits. Don't have that. Herbs and roots production is increased by +1 for every 75 biscuits produced. Settlement specializes. You know what? We're gonna re-roll this because it's absolutely pointless. People are invigorated. Yeah, this one is already, if we sacrifice one of those things. Force of nature. Forest and the everlasting rain are connected somehow. Gain +1 storm water production for every 3 woodcutters in your settlement. Settlement specializes in wine production. Gain +1 to beaver result for every 70 wine. I think I'll go with this one. It's like the only one which I really see any benefit in doing. We're gonna remove one of you. We're gonna put you over here, and honestly, I would kill for a Sickern lumber camp. The thing is, we're gonna have to clear out this. So I'll move you guys over here. And you can clear out this. Unfortunately, that leaves the makeshift post unattended, which I'm not that thrilled about. Also, I'm kind of noticing we're starting to run super low on food in general. Small forager camp. So we're going to be able to switch to the roots too. Because unfortunately, wheat is nice to have, but unless we get the mill, we are absolutely boned, because I will not be able to turn the flour into wheat, or the wheat into flour, sorry. The other way around, basically. And that is kind of killing me. We still have some copper bars. We are running low on wood. We're making planks out of wood. You're just focusing on fabrics. We have some clay here. I don't know if I need pipes, honestly, right now. How many pipes do we even have? 10. If we do this, we will buff up the production. I don't want to turn jerky into skewers. Not a chance. We're gonna need like a stupid something in order for us to work better. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna have to go with a plantation. Crap, this thing is starting to kill people. I'm gonna be forced to clear this out. Damn it! I'm not happy about it. So we're gonna lose people. If I recall correctly, it's 5 villagers, which can have devastating effect. So we're forced to clear this one out. Let's do it. We still have enough simple tools. So let's clear out these two. Oh man, this sucks. I hate the fact that I just lost a bunch of people due to the fact that I ignored the ancient shrine. I was just really hoping we would not have to deal with this mess. Turns out I was wrong. And losing 5 population is really bad, especially if you get like 4 people maximum or something when the next wave of villagers shows up. If I don't put humans in here, I really cannot work that well. We need this in order to actually run the code's production. So we have quite a lot of empty buildings here. We can put a lizard here. We need pack of crops and pack of provisions. Pack of crops, pack of provisions. Pack the wheat into pack of crops, and you can pack the berries into pack of provisions. This is somewhat fulfilled, but it's gonna require more. We're gonna have to watch out for the simple tools. Okay, you guys have cleared out that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna relocate you. Clear out all of this and start cutting your way to the next dangerous glade. I think I'll go with the brickyard. There really aren't that many great options right now. We will need humans in order to operate here. So let's salvage this. Put down the 2 humans. So you can start operating over here, and I will put down a small farm. Somehow... Crap, I will need to put it here in order to operate this. We're gonna salvage the roots. Fortunately, won't reach both of the buildings. Nobody's homeless right now. Resolve is somewhat holding. I want to tap into the entire field. I don't want to use just a portion of it. That's the worst thing ever. Okay, this guy actually sells quite the large variety of weird things. Fabric production would be absolutely amazing. Old manuscript detailing long forgotten burning rites. Fuel burns 25% longer. Simple tools production. Both of these are actually quite amazing. I'm actually shocked at how many skewers we have. How is it that we have not fulfilled one of the demands? We are only 19 out of 40. That makes 0 sense to me. I don't want to sell the copper because we're making copper bars. At least I hope so. Or do I need that one structure where it's actually able to be done? Smelter. Smelter is what we require. It's another beaver structure. But that's okay. Problem is going to be more where the heck to put housing. Because once we accept more population, it's gonna start to be a problem. We have 1 beaver, 3 humans. We have only 1 human and 1 beaver now. I need to clear this out. What is this buff that they have? Villagers with this effect move 20% faster. I'm trying to think. I think I'll spend money on this and I can try to regain some money, but yeah, let's just not do that. The objective here is to try and get some stuff out of this. Okay, so we should be able to make therefore copper bars. So I'm not really sure if I want to focus on that. And if I'll be able to make flour out of all that wheat, that will be beneficial. Faster trading is unavailable. Houses have room for 1 more guy. That's awesome. That's what we want because it also should apply to these things. Or does it not? I don't know. Sometimes it's all over the damn place with the specialized houses. Relocate. We're gonna see how much luck are we gonna get with resources in this dangerous glades. I need a beaver. If I put a human here, I can put a beaver here. So planks are able to be produced, and also simple tools. And I would say this is more important, especially due to the simple tools. Worst case scenario, they can be sold for a hefty profit. Copper veins, I don't think I'll be focusing on mining right now. The key here would be to sustain production of certain things, and if we don't have access to meat, we cannot really produce jerky. So a ranch would be an awesome thing for us to set up. This way I would be able to utilize the entire field. Seems to be the only solution to my problem here. There's still 6 charges, so they're still gonna keep on harvesting it. Okay, population. 3 lizards, 1 beaver, 2... I think I'll go with this one. I need beavers. We have 2 lizards who can run the construction. Humans are gathering all of this. The benefit is once they're done gathering the roots and everything, we will be able to switch them to, I don't know, the clothier or whatever else. And if we get the blueprints, I would absolutely kill for a range, because if I will be able to establish that, I think there's like plant fiber or something that is used to feed the animals so that we can start producing the meat. Then we would be able to actually supply the butcher shop for the necessary production of skewers and everything else. Fun thing is we can actually turn the wild grain into oil. Fun stuff. You guys cannot really make too many things here right now, huh? We're kind of stuck here. We need pack of building materials. Pack of building materials. Put this on priority, and the pack of provisions, pack of crops. We're not really making too much headway in here, unfortunately. We're running low on food. That's the issue. We're trying to sustain us with the berries, but unless I'll be able to mill the stupid flour and make some biscuits, I am looking at quite the pickle. So we need either a ranch for animals or either a mill. You guys relocate and chop down all of this. And once this is accessible, we're gonna start cutting into this region so that we can have the space for housing, because this is ridiculous. Nobody's homeless currently, and after the stormy year is done, we're gonna get our next batch of citizens to move in. I honestly don't want to be even playing this under harder difficulty and try to manage the dark plants and all that other crap which happens. It just adds in more negative things for you to manage, and with the way that the resolve can bounce up and down, especially if you get harpies, I don't really want to mess around with that. So, top tips how to cook more efficiently. Gain 10 jerky for every 10 pie produced. Receive 3 pack of provisions for every new villager. 2 leather production. Gain additional leather every... I'll go with this because we're going to be accepting new villagers, which will mean we will get the pack of provisions or whichever it was. And if we can sell that stuff, we're going to actually help ourselves out quite a bit. You just need to make sure to pack all these things so that we have this out of our way. Okay, so what do we have in this glade? We have quite the massive swamp wheat field, which will require forager's camp. There is a stormwater geyser. There's first one which we came across. Quite the large field. There is a reed field. Simple tools 12 out of 10. We cannot really tap into this without compromising the builder's tool order. This has been cleared out, so theoretically small farm can actually be constructed here, which will help us with our wheat production. Now this thing, the sickness of the petrified tree spreads throughout the settlement, destroys all stored wood. We need to clear this one out. Petrified trees radiating sickness onto entire forest. Tree felling 70% slower. I'll go for the ancient tablets. A book of renowned stonewalker lowers hostility by 50 points. Right now hostility is at 17 out of I think I'll go for this one so that we are closer to the blueprint and get some amber out of it. Unfortunately, it's gonna affect the capabilities of us to produce wood. And and we won't be able to construct anything until this gets resolved. So let's see what can we do with the trader. The trader offers us quite the cool stuff. Now, here's the thing. Lizard houses are what we need in order to do lizard relatives. So the skewers are fulfilled, but nothing with that. We can sell pack of luxury goods. That's not required anywhere. We're gonna have to maintain pack of crops, pack of provisions, and pack of building goods. Now, what's the next thing on the agenda? We have money, so we can theoretically sell that. I want pickled goods because that's for 2 species, and I want the jerky. So we are taking these 3. That's a lot of amber. I cannot sell them the raw wheat in order to get the flour, which would help me in making biscuits. Do we have herbs? Crap, we don't have herbs, so I won't be actually able to make the stupid biscuits. We do have roots, so herbs can be shut down. We have berries and herbs. For 15 amber. So far, so good. Let's first trade. Damn it, they have ranch. I should have gone for the ranch. Because we're actually producing plant fiber with the plantation.
Hello.
I don't think, however, I will be able to sell enough stuff for to him in order to get the necessary amber. This is... all these planks are not worth enough. You gotta be kidding me. 26.15, and we have to consider that he has some sort of margin. So I would still need to sweeten the pot. Crap, we still don't have enough. Pack of luxury goods. This. Oh, come on. One more amber. $125. Now we have the stupid building. So we will be able to establish production of meat for our jerky supply. And because we have the plantation, that means we are able to produce plant fiber, which is used to feed them. And we're gonna get some boost to the population thanks to all the provisions which we were able to accumulate. And booming economy is done, which gives us additional simple tools to work with, which is awesome. Which theoretically means we can crack open this guy for the Queen's Grace and Amber Pouch. Let's see, what do we get? A guild house. Luxury. That's only beneficial for beavers, truly. Ale pickled goods, pack of crops. Oil, flour. We need the press. We need the press. Press it is. Unfortunately, we kind of shut ourselves in the leg with selling all the processed items. Because we kind of don't have the necessary building materials right now to run this. As our wood production is reduced, we won't be really able to make too many things. But this should be our priority, the ranch. So if we get those planks, make sure to transfer them. We're getting our pack of building materials. This is all being taken care of. We're gonna need some forager camp upgrades. Seriously, both of these, the herbalist camp and the forager camp. I think I'll go with the forager just because it's gonna allow me to go for that big field. 3 humans, 1 lizard, 1 beaver. I think I'll go with this one because we will be able to set up shop here at the farm. And once the lizards have been liberated from clearing these out, we'll be able to work over here. Priority is meat. Absolutely. Humans for the farm. Okay. What's next? Smokehouse, jerky, pottery, incense, artisan druids huts, oil, incense, and coats. Not really crazy about these. That's 1 down. Next set to go. Let's go with this one. Reward is bunch of simple tools. We're gonna have to pack lots of crops. Okay, cut through forest to discover 3 glades. Have 16 jerky fulfilled, 16 biscuit need fulfilled. We will eventually set up the jerky production. But here's the thing. If I'll have to cut through 3 additional glades, get 2 ancient tablets, and dangerous glade event to be completed. If we make the mill or the press, I think this is gonna be more reasonable. Just because this structure is capable of turning the grain into the stupid flour. Pack of luxury. I should really take a look at these trading routes, huh? Provisioner, flour barrels, pack of provisions, herb garden, tool shop. Not really loving my options here, to be honest. Really not. Let's go with the stupid brick oven. Come on, you guys should be running this. We should be set up quite well. Should have the accumulated wheat, which we foraged for. What have you guys been doing until now? This thing cannot tap into this, so... That's dead. Housing. Beaver needs a house. Don't have bricks. I really need to make my way over there. I have 4 free humans, 2 free lizards. I want to buff up the production of meat in order for us to be able to produce that jerky. I'm gonna turn off the oil production so that we're not wasting grain. We can use also veggies because veggies are gonna be grown over here. And I'm thinking. Planks we don't need. We need fabric and we need bricks. We'll have to set up workshop over here in order to extract the stone so that we can actually make the stupid bricks. So they need to be priority as well as the fabric. So that we can keep making coats. And if we'll be able to set up a third farm over here for grain or get the stupid forger camp blueprint. Our production, top 10 tips how to keep, if it would be turned around, I would be happy. Let's go with herb production because we're not producing herbs as is. We need the herbalist camp for that. We have a bundle. Okay, give me something good. I said give me something good. God damn it. A clan hall is for religion and for brawling. We need incense for that. Furnace is a smithy, simple tool, codes, pack of trade goods. Let's go with the clan hall. Really not thrilled. Housing. We have still the homeless beaver at our hands. With the lack of resources, we really cannot do too much. Can I relocate this stupid building? No. Trade routes. What do we got? We can sell parts and pack of provisions. But pack of provisions... Need for jerky is not fulfilled. Need for biscuits is fulfilled. I can sell sea marrow and pack of provisions for some amber. I don't want to sell parts. Not a freaking chance. We need those in order to run construction. I'll have to clear this out and clear this out in order to get this third field up and running. We're gonna need to set up a grain production. Are you guys still able to produce anything in here? No. So, woodcutter camp number 2. This one is gonna be probably not strictly operated just by beavers, which is quite problematic. Because if it's not done by beavers, then it sucks. Woodcutters move 20% faster. That's a buff which we don't have access to. And I'm not happy about that. The problem is I don't really see that many things which I could use from this guy. Villagers move faster. No. Fungal growth. Additional resolve to population with housing. I don't want to attack the trader. I don't think I ever attacked the merchant. Let me know in the comment section what happens. Do the others stop showing up or what's the deal? Are you guys able to... That's the thing. I don't know what to prioritize here. You should be able to harvest all of this and provide the food here. Okay, you guys chop down this. And I'll be able to relocate these beavers over here and start clearing out all of this. Need for skewers fulfilled. I need to construct lizard houses. If I'll get that up and running, I'm theoretically looking at a really good situation. Because that's another order fulfilled, reduction of Queen's impatience. And getting closer and closer to our reputational goal. Next population. Yes, we are going with the beavers because that way we have beavers up in there. And I'll be able to utilize the humans for the farm. This is just driving me nuts. Are you even producing... Oh, you're producing pipes. I was thinking we're producing simple tools. We should really turn off the production of pipes so that we have simple tools instead, because... Well, so far there were caches and I really don't use the geysers that much. And I still should have... I have 25 freaking pipes at my disposal. So let's use some of them. There's no blight rod and there's stuff in the tank. So hopefully while that's being done, we're gonna get the most out of it. You know what? Let's move you guys over here. Clear all of this. And then we're gonna cut towards this dangerous glade. The resolve has gone down significantly because we're not providing any of the food groups, despite the fact that the need for skewers has been fulfilled. We don't get our bricks and our fabrics up and running, we are in some serious trouble. Settlement specializes in this, leather production. Let's go with that because here we produce leather. If we have the necessary things. Yeah, I'm noticing being low on food as well. I'm not really thrilled about it. But we should have the grain, which needs to be milled. So I don't understand how that's even possible. I don't know if I need eggs right now. So I'll turn that off, or meat is priority. Let's go meat and eggs. I don't know if this puts it on a higher priority, but meat should be number one so that we can make jerky for humans and lizards. We're really running an unfortunate seed with the fact that we did not have the smaller glades accessible. Woodcutting is a lot easy. Woodcutter can production is quicker. We already have a buff for wood cutting. 40% quicker. This is a lesser production, so kind of pointless. Caches discovered in glades can now be salvaged. Gain 10 copper ore and 30 wood for every opened cache. Gain 2 crystallized dew for every 10 berries produced. Absolutely. And pack of building material. Pack of crops. That's the problem. Pack of provisions. I don't see that anywhere. It's pack of crops, which we need to maintain, and pack of building materials as well. So we're gonna hold on to that. But this is worth 20 amber. Or 16. Okay, that's quite the margin he is asking for. Pipes, I don't want none of this. Theoretically, I can buy bricks and fabric. It's worth 20. It's not a biscuit. If I sell the barrels, which we keep making just by making the planks, we get to this point. And now to just meet the price tag. This is gonna allow me to construct those houses for the lizards. So those are now up and running. Which is another need fulfilled. The thing is, we don't even have that many lizards. So once the commission is done, we can just salvage one of the houses. Because it's pointless waste of resources. We have 2 homeless beavers. And we don't have the stupid planks. How's that even possible? We kind of did just sacrifice all of our wood, so that can explain it. Okay, we need to expand all of this, and Forager Camp would actually help me out with the grain and plant fiber quite a lot. You guys now need to chop through all of this. Berries and plant fiber. It's gonna go towards production of this. Unless we're also using the plant fiber in order to make pack of building materials. We can turn this one off. Pack of crops is what we need. So we can switch off the pack for provisions and just straight up focus over here. Grain I'm gonna shut down, so we can use it for milling the flour. I'll need to set up this farm or get the damn Forager's Camp blueprint, otherwise I'm absolutely screwed. Beaver's home. Not possible right now. Not thrilled about it, but it is what it is. Clear this out so we have another farm, and I can put 2 more humans to work on getting grain. I'll go with the farm Probably won't be making veggies, or I can make veggies too. We need them for the pack of crops, as we need those for a bunch of things. I'll go with this bundle of joy. Once this is clear out and I see the full size of the field, I'll be able to determine what to do, but most likely it's gonna be small farm. Problem is, I cannot tap into the wheat fields here, and that's problematic. Especially because I have so many workers. Holy fudge, I have so many free lizards, it's not funny. Okay, so we need to tap into the stone. I don't want to have freaking 12 lizards just sitting idly by. What do we have in here? A reed field, swamp field, sea marrow, stormwater geyser. Oh my god, it's just these. A copper vein, a large abandoned cache, forgotten temple of the sun. So, temple of the sun. Temple demands offering. Destroy all trade goods in warehouse. Pack of goods, amber, ancient tablets. Oh my god. That's absolutely horrible, because that means that it's gonna demolish the pack of crops and the pack of building materials. Why in the world would you even give me something like this? What possessed you to think that would be a good idea? God damn it. Simple tools can be priority as well. Wow, this looks like it goes from one blade into the next one. The resolve is dropping. Again, because we're not providing enough stuff. How the hell did I come across so many lizards? This could not have been just all of a sudden. It's probably, again, not paying proper attention to what I'm clicking on, because I'm a dummy. Dummy. I think a farm over here would do the trick. Seems like it's all the farmable land which I'll be able to use in here. Okay, we have two. Crap, I should have gone with this one. Because if this is gonna destroy all of the provisions and stuff like that, I'm kind of screwed. Gain one villager every time you discover a new glade. Your villagers learn how to travel. All trade routes are faster by 40%. Yes. Gonna set up second reed shop over here for more lizards, because roots and clay. We have some homeless humans, homeless beavers, and homeless lizard. You gotta be kidding me. Can we do the dedicated houses? This is gonna waste all of our bricks. This should resolve our homelessness for humans. No? Okay, we're gonna have to solve this. Or demolish this. Let's see. Lizards have 2 homeless. Humans have 5 homeless. Beavers have 6 homeless. That's really bad. Lizard is in here. We can sell a lot of the sea marrow. It makes easier to dry clothes. Villagers move quicker. Planks production. I think I would go for both of these buffs, honestly. Cannot believe the sea marrow is so profitable.
Let's go.
That's 2 buffs. Oh, we have actually had the fabric already, but we at least picked up the one for the fellas here. Now, could have theoretically purchased some of the bricks or fabric. Hold on. This thing is gonna require tools. If we do this, it's gonna destroy all of the pack of building materials. And also pack of provisions. So I'll just sell all of this. For a bunch of supplies. Which will not be affected by this. Let's get some ale. And let's get simple tools. So that this is resolved. And we're gonna just start the packs of building materials all over again. With the accumulated planks and whatnot, we should have been able to construct this, although it seems like I kind of screwed up there slightly. Put in a human and a lizard. We can salvage this. If I salvage this sucker, we're basically done. So let's do it. That's that one resolve point. I really hate the fact that I wasn't able to tap into this massive wheat field. Would have been so great. So great. Because it literally looks like it's going through the forest all the way over there. And cut through to the other dangerous glade. Doesn't really matter anymore. Once the cache has been done, we are victorious. Still some home. No, I have resolved the homelessness issue. Well, at least that's positive. Well, more issues with homelessness, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. Trying to determine what would be like a fun thumbnail for this, but kind of hard to think of something. copper mine is pointless, especially for one deposit like this. So a marrow mine would do the trick. Okay, so we have officially opened up the way towards 2 secrets. So, depending on our needs, Monastery of the Holy Flame. The monks of the Holy Flame are fanatically egalitarian order. You cannot forbid food consumption or favor any species. So, they're referring to giving the boost to one of the species if their resolve is too low. Then there is the Levitation Monument. The power of nearby monument makes everything feel lighter. You can move most buildings in your settlement. That's actually an interesting modifier. And then this region was heavily exploited by other viceroys. Hostility doesn't grow with each passing year, but you'll gain 2 more hostility points per villager. Interesting. Now, unfortunately, the thing is that due to the spacing of these things, we would not be able to gain like 2 of these in the next settlement. So that's unfortunate. So on the next one, I'll decide where to go. Most likely I would go with the order, just because I would get both the artifacts and both the machinery if I would be successful, as that will be the last settlement of this cycle. We are actually in the 2nd place. The green is like really just right after us with the points. I don't know what to do in order to beat the orange. It's like they're playing it on the veteran skill or something. I don't know what to tell you. But anyhow, that's gonna be it. Let's jump into the city. See if we get any deeds. So discover 250 glades. Awesome. And upgrades. We're able to purchase something now, and unfortunately we're kind of locked in mostly with the food stockpiles. So you gain permanent +1 to the number of trade routes you can have active. You gain permanent 3 bonus to trader arrival speed. Quite nice. You gain +1 embarkation point to spend on resources and bonuses before starting new settlement. This, I'm not sure how it applies to the more difficult settings, because there you have the amounts of points reduced, so that can be affected. And then we have unlock a pool of difficult, time sensitive and highly rewarding orders. They will randomly appear in some order packages from the Queen's Envoy. Gain permanent -2 of the speed at which the Queen's impatience grows. Every settlement starts with additional resource of 5 fabric. You gain a new embarkation bonus to choose from when starting settlement herbalist camp. If I honestly go with these 2, that is still gonna cover it with the provisions. But then once again, we'll have plenty of artifacts, plenty of machinery, and lack of provisions. So that's gonna be tricky. And I really don't like to play it on the veteran difficulty, because in order for me to get 70 food stockpiles instead of those 45, the amount of stress which is applied to the population, as you were able to see this time, if I would have been playing this on the harder difficulty, I don't think I would have been that successful, even though I did not have harpies. With harpies, it's even harder to succeed. So I'll go with these 2, which is unlocking the next set of challenges and upgrades, like embarkation bonus, small farm. It's potential. So yeah, lots of things to get done. Hopefully someone will watch this and have fun with this. And if you want to see more, check out the playlist. And if you want to know what the channel is up to, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm going to wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye for now.